The only home known to humanity, planet Earth, is full of beautiful and unique cultures which add to the magnificence of our home. And behind the story of every culture that exists lies the glory of Mother Nature. Stories of people who have traveled through incredible landscapes to start new settlements in order to find food and resources can be found throughout our history. This is the story of a little village tucked in the Himalayas, in the shadows of a glacial lake, which has become not only the source of life of the people here, but has also turned into a threat to their very existence, thanks to human activities around the world causing Himalayan glaciers to melt rapidly.
हिमालबाट झरेको पानी यो रामैलो छोडेर कहाँ जाने.
In our quest to explore and learn from traditional ways of life, we find ourselves in the midst of the Gurung community of Nachei village in Nepal. Living in harmony with the world around us is one of the greatest lessons we can learn from indigenous ways of life from around the world. Appreciating the beauty of our surroundings not only helps us preserve them, but also enhances the overall experience of one's life. Accepting and embracing the differences that we have as people makes life much more enriching as we journey through this spinning rock for a very short amount of time.
And this time we find ourselves in the midst of the Gurung community in the Annapurna region of Nepal. In this series, as we explore many cultures from around the world, we seek to learn from different ways of life that have existed here for centuries, unlike the modern lifestyle, which is still in its infancy.
Join us in this episode as we journey through the Himalayas of Nepal to the heart of the Gurung community and travel with them to a lake that has shaped the lives of these people. Take a dive into the stories, folklore, and way of life of this beautiful culture to eventually find where true happiness actually lies, not outside but within ourselves. Subscribe to Travelraj to explore diverse cultures and places from different corners of planet Earth, our only home.
Like and share the true wealth we have as humans, diversity. And let us know in the comments what unique cultures you have seen and experienced. Come take a journey with the Gurung people of Nachei village to Dona Tal, a glacial lake in the Annapurna region of the Himalayas.
हिमालबाट झरेको पानी यो रामैलो छोडेर कहाँ जाने.
Nepal has some of the most stunning places in the world. However, it is the people who live here that make these places even more special. There are many cultures and places in the world which, in spite of being beautiful, remain unknown to those who live outside those regions.
Nepal has many such splendid places, some that look so surreal they might as well have been painted on a canvas.
Which is why we have set out on a mission to find such places and the cultures that inhabit them. In our quest, we ended up traveling to serene Dona Lake and the isolated Gurung village of Nachei. Everywhere we have traveled, we have found the people and their cultures to be as warm and welcoming as nature itself.
We get to immerse ourselves in various traditions and languages every time we end up in a new place. Deep amidst the icy ridges of Manang, away from its popular Annapurna circuit trails, in the Lap of Manaslu lies a serene lake called Dona.
Walking amongst the less trodden trails, our journey through the snowy mountains became more enjoyable and less challenging, thanks to our friends from Nachei who traveled with us. Although mostly unknown to the rest of the world, Dona Tal has served as an object of admiration, inspiration, and a source of folklore to the inhabitants of Nachei village, one of the oldest Gurung settlements in Manang.
हुन त हामीले प्रत्यक्ष रूपमा यो यतिलाई देखेको त छैन तर पनि हाम्रो बाबुबाजेहरूले उहाँहरू शिकार खेल्ने क्रममा तालभन्दा माथि यो अहिले हामीले देखिरहेछ नि जुन त्यो सानो पहाड त्यो पहाडमा गाईबस्तुहरू के अरे याक चौरियाहरू त चराउँथ्यो त्यो ढुङ्गामाथि याक चराइरहेको छेउमा ढुङ्गामाथि बसिरहेको थियो रे के ठुलो जिउ भएको हैन अनि त्यो मान्छेले बन्दुकले हान्दियौँ कि जस्तो लाग्यो रे बन्दुकले हानेर फेरि मरेन नि त फेरि आफैलाई खान्छ भनेर नहानिकन अलक्क छोडेर आयो रे अनि एकचोटि फेरि अर्को एकजना गोर्खाको मान्छे चाहिँ फेरि धेरै जडीबुटीहरू खोज्न आउने अनि उसले फेरि तालमै देख्यो रे तालमा तालभित्र पौडी खेल्यो रे खैरो खैरो रङको अब हुन त अब यति हामीले त अब किताबमा मात्रै पढ्ने हो देखेको थिएन नि तर उनीहरूले चाहिँ प्रत्यक्ष देख्यो हुन त्यसको पाइला त हामीले पनि देख्न त हिउँमा ठ्याक्कै उसको चाहिँ पाइला चाहिँ उल्टो हुँदो रहेछ कि अगाडिको हात यसरी टेक्छ नि त जो छ भन्ने हल्ला चाहिँ थियो लाइभ त देखेन यार हामीले त्यस अगाडिको पुस्ताहरूले चाहिँ देखियो.
Including mythical stories and alleged sightings of the Yeti, the abominable snowman, most people from Nachei have only heard stories of Dona Tal. We got the opportunity to make the journey to this fabled lake. Our journey to Dona Tal started from Besi Sahar, where the famous Lomjung Palace was once home to Yasho Brahma Shaha, king of Kaski and Lomjung. His youngest son, Drabbe Shaha, went on to establish his own kingdom in nearby Gorkha in 1559. 9 generations later, Prithvi Narayan Shaha became the last king of Gorkha and the first ruler of the unified kingdom of Nepal. On a beautiful spring morning, taking a winding road from Besi Sahar, we drove through forested hills, rivers and settlements. With temperatures rising in the lowlands, herds of sheep and goats were being taken up to the mountains. We then made a stop at Tal Village. After being damaged by last year's floods, the village was in the process of restoration. At Tal, we were served delicious homemade Sel Roti, after which we explored the village a little bit. The Mersangni River flows right next to the village. Just like in the rest of Manang, Tal also has numerous waterfalls. Life here is intertwined with the nature that surrounds the village. After getting back on the road and driving for about an hour, we were now about to cross the suspension bridge at Karthe, which leads to Nachei village. There is a tall cliff right across the bridge upon which lies Nachei. Looking up, one cannot imagine a settlement being up there. After a 30-minute upward hike, 350 meters above lies Nachei village right behind the Annapurna range and in the Lap of Manaslu. We are now leaving the Annapurna circuit trail behind and are headed through a less travelled trail towards Dona Tal. We started seeing glimpses of traditional life even before reaching the village. The Gurung village has about 40 households, all interconnected with each other. We found the same level of unity amongst the people there. Upon reaching, the hearty welcome we received made us forget our weariness. We had never before been welcomed anywhere with such grandeur. Although they referred to us as Pahuna, meaning guest, we felt like we were being welcomed home.
स्वागत छ सबैजनालाई
The essence of traveling is immersing oneself in the culture as much as the landscape. In other words, being one with the people and the place. The next morning, we got to witness the magnificent view of Manaslu, the 8th highest peak in the world, situated at 8,163 meters. We took the day to soak in the essence of the village, its culture and way of life.
आज जन्मेको रहेछ
आज जन्मेको त्यही त मुखै उगाएको छैन
दुध चुस्नै सकेको छैन जाडो छ यो ठाउँमा है यसपालि त हिउँ पनि धेरै पर्यो नि 4-5 चोटि पर्यो हामी फोहोर परेन अलिअलि मात्रै पर्यो पराएर चाहिँ 3 चोटि पर्यो है त्यस्तै 1 फुट जति पर्यो यसपालि धेरै पर्यो नि हिउँ एकचोटि मात्रै पर्दा त रमाइलो हुने रहेछ धेरै चोटि परिएपछि अत्यास लाग्ने रहेछ कि वस्तु बाउ के दिने हो हैन अब यस्तो जाडो ठाउँमा आगो ताप्नु पर्यो दाउरा छैन है टेन्सन हुने रहेछ के अब धेरै थुप्रिएपछि घर हो ढल्छ कि त है
Nachei Gaon lies near the intersection of the districts of Lomjung, Manang and Gorkha in central Nepal. Life here is simple and beautiful.
Nachei is home to the 4th tallest suspension bridge in all of Asia. The bridge hangs at a dizzying 402 meters above the Dona River roaring below. We went on a small hike across the bridge to the old monastery nearby.
The beautiful embellishments and colorful adornments of the Gumba give you a sense of calmness. Bon religion is still practiced here. Bon is an animistic religion in which nature is worshipped. This is where residents of Nachei gaon come to worship their god.
धेरै वर्ष सानैदेखि बस्ने भयो हामी त यहाँ त गुम्बा बनेको हामीले बनेको
सानैदेखि
त्यो गुम्बा नबनाउने बेलामा हामी तल ओह्रालमा बसेको त्यहाँदेखि ओह्राल बसिँदै यो गुम्बा बनेको अब त 17 वर्षमा यहाँ गुम्बा आनी गरेको अहिले त 72 भयो कति वर्ष भयो फेरि
Food is an expression of culture which in itself is an expression of its surroundings. It is a vital representation of the identity of the people.
माथि जानु सक्छ
ट्राई गर्ने
सक्छ भने जाऊ सक्दैन भने पट्टिएर आउनुपर्छ है त्यो लेखेको छ लेखमा अनि त्यो खोल्छ छ क्रम जाने भनेको त्यहाँबाट गयो खाँडो थोक
आमा पुग्नु भएको छ
कन नपुग्ने आमा
डोना लेक
गोठा लगेर पुग्यो
गोठाला
The next day, we started our 3-day journey to Dona Tal. We were now all geared up to walk through the trails alongside Dona River, camping amongst the forests and snow-covered highlands. As we made our way through the jungles, we crossed countless streams. And on occasions, the locals carried out small rituals. The rituals are done to ward away evil spirits from the travelers. It is a call to nature.
हाम्रो पछाडि चाहिँ के आयो नराम्रो चिजहरू हैन त्यस्तोहरू आयो भने चाहिँ ल अब तिमी चाहिँ यो कटेर माथि आउन पाउँदैन है भनेर त्यस एउटा चाहिँ हामीले त्यहाँ एउटा बाचा गरेको हुन्छ के उनीहरुलाई चाहिँ जस अब तिमीहरु चाहिँ आउन पाउँदैन भनेर त्यहाँ चाहिँ त्यो बाटोमा के ठ्याक्क त्यो बाटोमा चाहिँ गर्नुपर्छ.
The surrounding hills and mountains are home to different species such as the red panda, blue sheep, vultures, lophophorus, and even snow leopards.
The sparkling pearl-like fresh snow made the pretty green forest stand out even more. The evergreen pine forest give out a sense of belonging and peace that one cannot get in the city. At the end of our first day, we came across our first yak. These yaks mostly belong to the villagers. They're left up here to graze throughout the year and are attended to occasionally. This is the first time we witnessed a yak eating salt. On our first night, we camped close to the river amidst the dense jungle. We ate a delicious meal cooked on fire and also baked potatoes and garlic we brought along from the village. After a night full of anecdotes and ghost stories shared by the locals, the next day we left early in the morning.
And after a while, we reached a place called Deorali. The locals believe that if you dance at Deorali, the weather remains clear during your travels. So everyone danced here. From here, on one side is the gorgeous view of the Annapurna range and the mighty Manaslu on the other. We then continued our way through the snow and ice. On our second day, we stopped at Dharmasala. It has been used by the residents of Nachei as a shelter on the way to Dona Tal for generations. We were surrounded by hills that could currently be mistaken for various peaks of the Annapurna range, but they were just hills that were covered by snow. The region faced unlikely amounts of snow this winter.
Manaslu, the 8th highest mountain in the world, lies not too far away from us, although it is out of our sight. That is just how the terrains of the Himalayas are. We camp here tonight. Tomorrow, we make our way through heavily snow-covered trails, breaking snow and ice on our way to Dona Tal. We left early in the morning, stumbling through the snowy trails. With the advent of spring, the sun was playing hide and seek throughout the day. We made our way slowly as the snowy path took up more of our energy.
Uphill snowy walks are more energy consuming, which is why we walked slowly and took rests along the way. after a challenging ascent, we finally made it to the lake.
The view of the lake rendered us all speechless. Dona is a glacial lake at 4,700 meters. Since it was still early spring, most of the lake was frozen.
फर्स्ट टाइम जाँदाखेरिको जुन ताल जति ठुलो थियो त्योभन्दा वृद्धि भएर आयो किनभने पहिला हामी 15-16 वर्ष अगाडि पुग्दाखेरि त त्यो ताल त सानो थियो तर त्यो चाहिँ वृद्धि भइरहेछ अनि कतिपय विश्लेषकहरूले नि के विश्लेषण गरेछ भने यो ताल चाहिँ फुट्ने सम्भावनामा छ किनभने त्यो निरन्तर वृद्धि भइरहेको छ.
While returning from the lake, we were followed by snowfall. When we got back to the village, the people there were eagerly waiting for our return.
Spring had finally arrived up here in the mountains. There were rhododendron flowers blooming everywhere. While roaming around, we came across women who were weaving muga mala.
Muga mala is a traditional ornament used since the 19th century. People generally wear the ornament to protect themselves from evil and to bring good fortune in life. Muga mala is called red coral in English and it comes from the oceans of the world.
Being exposed to the cultures and traditions of the beautiful people of the Gurung community has left a deep mark on us.
nature have coexisted with each other since the dawn of time, and we got to experience that coexistence during our journey to Nachei village and Tal. We are forever grateful to the people of Nachei for that. Let us know in the comments what are some of the unique cultures that you have experienced.
Like and share this video to share the beautiful diversity of our world.
Subscribe to our channel to explore more cultures from around the world as we learn to live a more fulfilling life through our travels.
Ramita timi